Welcome back, YouTube. I come to you from hot Texas, shade tree style in my driveway. And today we are going to be fixing this faded 944 interior, which, believe it or not, was not faded at all until I moved here to Texas. So we're gonna do our best to try to get it to look all right. I don't expect it to look brand new. I mean, my dash is not perfect. It's got a gash right there and another one right there, but we'll do our best. So minus being a little dirty, this interior on this car is actually really nice. And I mean, some people will say that that's a patina. I'm personally not really into it. So I'm gonna try to mask it, you know, a little bit. We're not gonna go crazy. Basically what I have right here is a SEM color coat. It's the Sandstone 15143. I've read that this is a very close match to the interior of the car, but instead of painting it with the can, I'm going to use my Iwata Neo. This is a little dual action airbrush. Dual action meaning you push it down, you get air, and then you pull it back to get paint, and you can adjust the amount of paint you want. So we will mask this off. I am not going to take these off and try to pull these panels off. The reason why is because I'm worried that just trying to remove that will break them. They're very well known for breaking, but I am going to use masking tape, and I'm going to try to mask this as best as I can, and we'll see about the inside. I might pop this panel out just so I don't get paint on it, and it should be a nice and easy job. So the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up with acetone. I'll do that off camera. Just hit the spots with acetone that you're going to paint, and then I'll mask it up. We'll come back there. All right, so a cool way to decant paint. So a cool way to decant paint is to get these medicine cups and take your spray paint and take the tip out of it. See, there's no red tip in there. This is Duplicolor. This is adhesion promoter. Taco this thing up, stick it in there, seal it off, and just spray some in there. Now, that should be plenty. See, almost no mess. Now, what you need to do with this is let it sit for a couple minutes before you actually put it to the airbrush, because there's propellants and aerosols in here, and they will evaporate out. So we'll put this in the airbrush and we'll spray this on to make sure that the paint sticks, because it's the interior of a car, and your cleaners and stuff, they leave a film, and over time it'll make sure that almost nothing sticks. So we'll get it right. All right. Since we're spraying inside of the car, let's turn this pressure down to like half the spraying pressure, because we're not trying to get a ton of overspray in the vehicle. This should be good. All right, here we go, just where we need it. So what I'm doing is I'm holding down the air and then adding paint. So right now I'm not painting. Now I'm adding it. Just like that. And we'll do that over everywhere we're gonna paint. All right, guys, we got some live action. I haven't tried to paint anything yet. This is my first attempt. So we're gonna just add a little bit. Oh, wow. It's actually really close. It looks a lot brighter on camera, but that's a very close match. So we're gonna start. We're not trying to fill it in yet. We're just trying to cover it now. Not too bad, not too shabby. Just a quick little mist coat for now. All right, after the first coat has a couple seconds to dry, we're gonna add a little bit more paint. I don't know about you guys, but that's almost completely gone to my eyes. This is a really bad spot. Let's hit this real quick. Well, yeah, we're still good. All right. Still a dark spot in the middle. Dang, son. All right, now, wow, I literally just stopped painting. It's still wet, but I want to take the mask off just in case I hit the black. I need to make sure now while it's still wet. Oh, I can't open my glove boxes. Typical 944 glove box has broken hinges. I say that is pretty damn good. I'm gonna get it to where there's no light reflecting off the dash so you can see it, but it looks pretty damn good. So last thing I gotta do is install my shift boot. I put some stuff called leather honey on it. It's a conditioner. It keeps this really ancient piece of leather supple. You can see up here I actually had to glue the seam closed because it's stretched in the heat. But once that's installed, it'll be done. Now, as you can see for this, I'll cover it with my hand, the light. That is a pretty decent result. I mean, it is not 100%. You can still see where the actual vinyl is damaged from the sun, but you can't see a color difference from the paint to the old. You know, remember I just painted this section. All of this stuff is still, I mean, this is filthy. Jesus. Anyways, down here looks incredible, even where it was gashed. This side is original, had no fading going on. But yeah, so I do plan on someday taking this dashboard out because it's cracked all the way across. I mean, it's a pretty bad one. And either doing the leather from Classic 9 or vinyl wrapping it with some marine vinyl or something. And if I do that, I don't know if I'm gonna actually replace the dash with a better one because this stuff, but you know, I'm at 225,000 miles. And if you know 944s, that's where my odometer stopped, like the 5th time after fixing it. I'm pretty sure my car, when I was driving from Barstow to San Diego every weekend, I'm pretty sure I got 300,000 miles on this car easy. But still going. It's a driver quality. I mean, I did reupholster my own sports seats, which I will be doing a video on upholstering a set of sports seats. I have a set in my garage ready to go. But anyways, with further ado, I'll get some B-roll going for you of the finished result. Now, if this video helped you, go ahead, feel free to give it a thumbs up, comment, you know. Also, I'm glad that this worked the way it did because I've been asking on the forums looking for a solution to this, and I haven't actually found a pretty good solution. I actually was looking up paint that was tan, and on the Amazon reviews, somebody posted a picture of their 944 interior saying it worked perfect. So I was like, what do I gotta lose? This literally took me like 45 minutes, and it is probably the biggest improvement to my interior since I moved to Texas and started having it fade. But if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, cut to some B-roll, and we'll see you later.